Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Thursday, July 7th, 2022. Stand up for your country. Well, bye-bye, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Now, I know most Americans could not care less about old Boris, but there are parallels here to Joe Biden. A lot of parallels. And that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So Johnson's forced to resign. His own party said, look, you can't govern. Your appointments have been a disaster for the UK, and you have no credibility because you shut the country down for COVID. This was the big thing. All right. On March 23rd, 2020, Johnson locked the entire country, the United Kingdom, down. However, he himself on May 15th, less than 2 months later, held a big party at 10 Downing Street where there were no masks and everybody was gathering, as they say. Well, that got out. How do you think that was received? That was the end of Boris Johnson as an effective leader. Now, he runs the Conservative Party in Great Britain, but that's not really conservative. It's all built around labor over there. It's a complicated system, again, that Americans don't care about. It is a democracy, but a limited democracy, not like the United States. So anyway, why am I telling you all this? Because my prediction is that Joe Biden himself will have to resign next year, 30% chance. So I guess it's not a prediction. It's not a warning, but I want to advise. It's an advisement. How about that? About 30% chance that after the midterm elections, Joe Biden and his party will part ways. The Democratic Party and Joe Biden will part. That's what happened to Boris Johnson. He didn't have anybody backing him up, so he had to get out. All right? And now he's going to appoint a temporary prime minister. They'll have another election, whatever. So the Democrats are likely to get hammered in November, in the midterms. At that point, there's not going to be anybody on the Democratic side standing behind Biden, and people who are Republicans and independents can't stand him. He's only got a 35% approval rating, and if you take into account that 25% of Americans are totally moronic, they don't know anything, he's really only got about 10% of people who know what's going on supporting him. I mean, there are millions of Americans who have no clue at all. I'm going to write a column this Sunday about them. And the Constitution gives you the absolute right to be a moron. You have that right. Okay, so the reason that I am making this advisement to you is because of Jimmy Carter. Now, some younger Americans don't remember him, but most of you watching and listening to me tonight do. 1976, elected president, fresh-faced governor of Georgia, came in, totally obliterated any effective governance on the federal level. All right, there were gas lines and recession, and I mean, it was a mess. So what happened was that Carter performed so poorly, the Democratic Party was wiped out for 12 years after he was defeated by Ronald Reagan. 12 years, the Democrats were wiped out because of Jimmy Carter. So Reagan had 2 terms and Bush, the elder, won before Bill Clinton came in 92. And the only reason Clinton got elected was because of a big recession in the Bush, the elder administration, plus the read my lips, no new taxes, and then Bush instituted new taxes. You can't do that. All right, so the Democratic Party and the wise guys know that Biden's a disaster. Now, who am I talking about? This is very important for you to understand. Barack Obama is the number one Democrat in this country. And you'll remember his famous quote, never underestimate Joe Biden's ability to screw things up. Barack Obama. Number 2 powerful Democrat in this country is David Axelrod, who works for CNN and is the former Obama consigliere. Number 3 is Bill Clinton. Now, quietly, Bill Clinton doesn't, get out there on the talk shows and do any of that. He's very quiet, but he's still got a lot of weight among so-called moderate Democrats and fundraisers. We keep that in the back of our mind. Money runs politics in America. Money. So those 3 guys, Obama, Clinton, Axelrod, they all know Joe Biden is hopeless. It's not going to get any better here while he's president. Why? Because he cannot assimilate information at the level where you would be able to solve problems. And I prove that night after night after night after night. You guys watch and listen to me, you know that. And there's no 2 sides to the story. As we'll show you tonight. There's a number of things tonight. It's just insane. So summing up, bye-bye Boris Johnson. He's gone. All right? He was actually more competent than Joe Biden. Boris at least was cognizant. Biden's not. Okay, so he's out because his own party turned on him. And the Democratic Party is in the process of turning on Joe Biden right now. So don't be surprised sometime in 2023 where there'll be President Biden resigns for health reasons. That is the memo. Mark my words. 2:00 today, a president awards a Presidential Medal of Freedom to 17 recipients. That's all he did today. Biden didn't do anything else. And that was like a big day. He actually did something. Usually doesn't do anything. And then he'll be off tonight. It's Thursday night. It's either tonight or early tomorrow to Rehoboth, Delaware for a 3-day weekend. He'll be back Monday midday. That's what he does every weekend. That's okay. I don't mind that. If he were solving problems, he could live out in Rehoboth for all I care. So let's put up on the screen who's getting the Presidential Medal. Pretty interesting. Simone Biles, B-I-L-E-S, I hope I'm saying my name correctly, is a women's gymnast. Sister Simone Campbell, member of the Social Service and former executive director of Network, a Catholic social justice organization. Liberal woman. It's all right. Dr. Julieta Garcia is the president of the University of Texas, Brownville. She's okay. Gabrielle Giffords, we all know, former congresswoman who was shot. That's good. I'm glad she's getting a medal. Fred Gray, one of the first black members of the Alabama State Legislature, and he represented Rosa Parks. Good for Fred Gray. Steve Jobs, you know about him. Apple, he's getting it posthumously. I don't care one way or the other about him. Father Alexander Carlotus, Vicar General of the Greek Orthodox Church. Okay. It's good to get religious people in there. Khizr Khan, Gold Star Father, founder of the Constitutional Literacy and National Unity Center. Sandra Lindsay, New York critical care nurse. Okay, that's all right. I don't have much problem with that. Then a second group, John McCain, again posthumously. A McCain family deserves the honor. Diane Nash, founding member of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, worked with Martin Luther King. Fine for Diane. Then Megan Rapinoe. No. We went over that yesterday. Radical leftist, doesn't like her country. Why is she getting this medal? That's insane. Alan Simpson, late senator for Wyoming. That Biden's doing that to throw a bone to the conservatives. Richard Trumka, big AFL-CIO guy. Of course, got to get it labor in there. Brigadier General Wilma Vaught, one of the most decorated women in the U.S. military. Okay. Denzel Washington, brilliant actor, could be the best actor in America today. And Raul Izagirres, founder and president of La Raza, or president of La Raza. Radical leftist. Raul does a lot of damage to this country. So Raul and Megan, come on. I know you don't know who they are, Mr. President, but ridiculous. By the way, the Medal of Freedom is the highest civilian honor you can get, and it's supposed to be awarded to people who have helped their country. How does Megan Rapinoe help America? Please, anyone? Bill@BillO'Reilly.com, Bill@BillO'Reilly.com. The head of La Raza, who says that the United States illegitimately took the Southwest from Mexico. How does that guy help? What is he doing? He didn't help. Oh. If you are stuck in a timeshare and you haven't called Lone Star Transfer yet, what are you waiting for? Lone Star Transfer has helped more than 16,000 happy customers. They are family owned, have a 99% success rate. Their process is done legally, ethically, and quickly. I mean, does it get better than that? The team at Lone Star Transfer will keep you informed every step of the way until you are legally and permanently released from your timeshare. So don't pay another penny for a timeshare you don't use. Get peace of mind today with Lone Star Transfer. They guarantee the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and in a specific time frame. Give Lone Star Transfer a call for a free no-obligation consultation. 855-551-7066, 855-551-7066, or online at lonestartransfer.com. All right, Reuters reports, and Reuters, no left-wing news agency, but it's an interesting report. I got to tell you about it. So apparently the Biden administration is taking some of the oil from the reserves, 5 million barrels of oil, again, from the U.S. Reserve, all right, and sending it overseas to the Netherlands, to a refinery in India, and China, our enemy, who's buying Russian oil. This is according to Reuters. I cannot confirm this. We've tried. We called everybody, Department of Energy. Nobody's talking. Is this true? And if it is, President Biden, why on earth would you be doing it? And where is the money going from the 5 million barrels of oil you're selling overseas? We don't know. Reuters doesn't know. Not in the article. And again, it's sources. So this is anonymous stuff. I don't know. So Ms. Jean-Pierre Corinne, who's the White House spokesperson, was asked about it yesterday. I didn't know. Here's what she said. This is a riot. I haven't seen the report. I would honestly have to go and look at it and see what the truth is. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I have not seen the report. Why not? You had to know this was big. You didn't see it because you didn't want to see it. Now, this story may be updated by the time you're watching and listening to me, because we tape a little bit ahead of our 6 o'clock TV hit, and then radio across the country runs at all different times. But, you know, I'm sitting here going, what are you doing? Again, this is Joe Biden. Does this make any sense if it's true? If it isn't true, you should have put out a statement already and said it wasn't true. All right, update on January 6th committee, the Get Trump Committee, and Cassidy Hutchinson. Okay, this is from The Hill. There's Cassidy. Okay, you remember she said that Trump lunged at a Secret Service driver to force him to take Trump to the Capitol building on January 6th. Lunge, grabbed the steering wheel. Physically impossible. Can't do it. I mean, it's not a Honda, as I've said. Okay, it's a big, big limo. Lunging can't. Okay, so here's what the Secret Service has put out. Ready? Quote, both Ornato, he's a supervisor, Secret Service detail, and Engel, he's the driver, Bobby Engel, all right, who remain active Secret Service agents, have said they are willing to testify under oath to dispute Hutchinson's narrative, even as they have refused to speak publicly about it. The unnamed driver, the agency has signaled, is also denying her account, unquote. Let me correct myself. Bobby Engel was in the limo with President Trump, and the driver unidentified. Secret Service guy, but we don't know who he is. So that is the Hill's report. I think it's true. So now, here's the question. Is the October 6th committee in the House of Representatives going to call those two Secret Service agents to testify under oath? Right? Figured they call them, right? No. I bet you they don't call them. Why? Because it would disrupt the narrative from Cassidy Hutchinson. Right? that the press ran wild with. And front and center in the witch hunt is our old pal, Peggy Noonan of the Wall Street Journal. Here's the headline on Peggy. Secret Service. Okay, there it is. The courage of January 6th witness Cassidy Hutchinson. The courage. This is Peggy Noonan's column in the Wall Street Journal over the weekend. Yes. Oh, courageous. And then Noonan goes on to believe the whole story. Doesn't have a doubt. Oh, no, it happened. Cassidy said it happened. Yeah. So it's got to be true. Cassidy said it's true. Secret Service denying it? Pfft. No. So this is what Peggy Noonan, who is a conservative, throw a picture on up there, okay? This is what she does all day long. No due process. Never. She convicts people she doesn't like. She doesn't like you. You're convicted in Peggy Noonan's Wall Street Journal column. Doesn't care. Evidence? Come on. Now, I'm using her because she's supposedly a Republican. She worked with Ronald Reagan. But this is what this is all about, is getting Trump. Noonan doesn't like Trump. Okay, so she's going to get him. Now, everybody in the press piggybacked on Noonan. There was nobody, well, maybe this isn't true. No, Cassidy said it was true. Awful. Let's go to another story that's bothering me a lot. 25-year-old Jalen Walker, Akron, Ohio. June 27, 12:30 a.m., police try to stop his car. He's driving. All right, he leads them on a chase. He gets out of the car. He tries to run away. He is shot dead. 60 gunshot wounds, according to the autopsy. Okay, 8 police officers involved with this. All of those police officers are on paid administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation, which is being held by the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation, state authorities. Now, the police chief in Akron says that there was a gun in Jalen Walker's car and has shown a picture of said gun. Now, Walker did not have a criminal record. He wasn't a gangbanger or anything like that. But my question is, this happened June 27th. It is now July 7th. There's a picture of the gun. Where's the real gun? Why don't we see a picture of the real gun in a press conference? Was the gun fired? Surely authorities know that. So if there's a gun in the car and it wasn't fired and Walker was running away and shot 60 times, there's a problem. If the gun was fired, then police have justification. Because you're shooting a gun in proximity of police, police can defend themselves. But if the gun was not fired and sitting on a seat in the car and the guy ran away unarmed, which he did, he was unarmed outside the car, problem. Now, this doesn't stack. I'm watching this. And the only way we're going to get to the bottom of this is if the governor of Ohio, Mike DeWine, takes it over. He's got to take it over. So get off your butt, Governor DeWine, hold a press conference, and straighten this out with facts. You've had enough time to accumulate the facts. You, the governor, the leader, not the Akron police chief, who's got a vested interest in protecting his guys. Now, the family of Jalen Walker says that a picture of the gun is staged. If I were a lawyer advising that family, I would say, do not say things like that. Because you don't know. You were not there. We'll get to the bottom of this, but I want to show everyone listening and watching tonight that this is the way a responsible media reports things like this. And the January 6th Cassidy Hutchinson, and on and on and on and on. This is the way to do it. Inflation at its highest level in 40 years. Interest rates skyrocketing. We all know that. Market experts like Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, not only predict a recession, but are using scary terms like economic hurricane and unprecedented. So, you need to call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Please call them today, and they will have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers, are the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. All right, here is the final thought of the day. So we're rolling through summer as we always do. Everybody knows that. My summer's completely booked till Labor Day. Booked. And I have to do that because I got so much work to do and I have other responsibilities. And I'm not traveling anywhere, by the way. I'm staying put because I did go to California in May. But it's really busy. But I planned it out very methodically. I have the best assistant on the planet. And she's been with me 30 years. If you can imagine putting up with me for 30 years. Oh. And there, I got a big schedule. I was like, this is it. But everything is planned out. And we execute it so we can get a lot of things done. All the important things are there. If you do not do that, because of our breakdown in supply chains, on the airlines, the hotels are packed this summer. They're charging a fortune. If you do not plan ahead, you're going to get hammered. So you got to think about it. All right, it's early July. If you're going to do something in August or September, you got to do it now. But the most important thing is to understand that nothing of consequence is going to happen in America until September. So why do I say that? Supreme Court's, they're out till October. House goes on summer break August 1st. It's coming up 3 weeks. Senate August 8th. They're not back until after Labor Day. Biden doesn't work anyway. If you watch and listen to this program every day, we give his schedule. He doesn't work. Okay, so he's out. So nothing really going to happen. There'll be social things. They're still going to try to get Trump. But after August 1st, that's the end of that October 6th thing. Garland's not going to do anything. All right? It's too dangerous for him to do that right now because of the political climate. And so we live in a last-minute world now. If you have urchins like I do, they don't want to hear about planning in advance. They want to do something, well, I mean, tonight I'm going to, like what? So you have to plan in advance. But the culture is last-minute spontaneity. Now, spontaneity is good. You have to be nimble. Something comes up that's a positive. You want to, don't be rigid. Oh, I'm not doing that. No. But you want to honor all your commitments. But if there's something good, you want to be spontaneous enough to take advantage of it. But you've got to look at the whole landscape here. If you want your life to be smooth and not chaotic. And I mean, that's the worst thing for me is chaos. Ask anybody who works for me or knows me. Chaos. I don't like it. I don't like it. So you got to plan. And that is the final thought of the day. Sunday noon, doing a column on the clueless American. All right, you heard of the quiet American, Graham Greene? O'Reilly's going to give you the clueless American. And then we will see you on Monday. Thank you for watching and listening to the No Spin News. AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, is the leading conservative advocacy and benefits organization in America. I am an AMAC member, and you should be too. AMAC gives you access to exclusive benefits, insightful takes on today's news, and a magazine full of uncensored content that you will not find anywhere else. Most importantly, AMAC is working tirelessly to preserve the freedoms enshrined and secured by our Constitution. AMAC has become one of the most impactful organizations in America because more than just talk, AMAC gets things done. They are pushing back against the efforts to defund our police, weaken the borders, and replace your freedom with government control. But they need your help. Stand with me and more than 2 million patriots and join AMAC today at amac.us. That's AMAC.us. amac.us, and tell them O'Reilly sent you.
Bill O'Reilly is back on TV and only on The First. No Spin News, every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on The First.